And the first question stands in the name of Simon Bridges.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Revenue. What reports has he received on the tax changes announced in the budget?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, I've received a remarkably positive level of feedback from the budget tax changes. People have even stopped me in the street to congratulate the government on the budget because it provides real tax cuts for all New Zealanders. And Mr. Speaker, a person on the average wage of around $50,000 gets a $29 per week tax cut, and even after the increase in GST is taken into account, they are more than $15 a week better off if they're paying an average rent or mortgage. And the reduction in the top tax rate means that many high school teachers, nurses and police no longer pay a higher rate than wealthy individuals who are able to structure their tax affairs and effectively select the tax rate that they want. Mr. Speaker, I've also received positive reaction from the tax working group, including people like Deloitte, who said this budget was a series of steps in the right direction. KPMG, a smart but bold approach, and even the Institute of Chartered Accountants said it was almost like taking white rabbits out of a hat.
Simon Bridges.
Supplementary to the Minister. How does the package increase fairness?
Order. Before I call the Minister, because of a particularly loud interjection on the left, I couldn't actually hear that question. I asked Simon Bridges to repeat it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. How does the package increase fairness?
The Honourable Peter Dunn.
Speaker, it does so in about 5 ways. Firstly, it gives more New Zealanders more chance to determine how they spend the money that they earn. Secondly, it also ensures that those on higher incomes actually pay their fair share of tax by the alignment of the trust and the top personal rate to overcome avoidance. Thirdly, the new amount of money voted to inland revenue for audit purposes will ensure a return over the next 4 years of some $750 million. The changes in the property sector are about fairness. And finally, we've also removed the ability for people with rental losses to use those losses to access working for families. Overall, sir, a fair and good budget.
Simon Bridges.
What is the government looking to do to assist businesses with the implementation of the GST increase from 1st of October?
Mr. Speaker, I announced on Friday the establishment of a GST advisory panel to help businesses implement the GST increase. That panel will act as a conduit between businesses and the government. There will be a dedicated website, a special 0800 number to deal with queries, etc. And, Mr. Speaker, there are also measures passed in the post-budget legislation providing for the remission of late filing penalties and the use of money interest where this is reasonably attributed to the rise in the GST rate, and also some other transitional measures which will be positive for business.
Question. Stuart Nash, I beg your pardon.
To the Minister. Has the Minister received a call from the CEO of Telecom, Paul Reynolds, thanking him for his $344,000 per year tax cut?
Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, no, I haven't, and for the simple reason I think Dr Reynolds is probably far more focused on trying to make sure Telecom provides a quality service to New Zealanders than worrying about the gripes from the opposition.
Question number 2, Dr Russell.